Coppinger's going to take it right foot to Coppin. Oh! Doncaster Rovers have done it!
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Aaron Chan here for Forever Football DRFC, your Doncaster Rovers fan channel, and welcome to a match preview. Now, today we are previewing the upcoming Fleetwood match, and obviously, this has been a very, I think the right word is probably damning week for the club. Obviously, after the 4-3 defeat against Morecambe when we were 3-0 up and lost 4-3, I still can't even believe that. Even in our position, I still can't believe we did that. Obviously, we've had the revealing that there is no imminent signings. Galbraith could be going to a Championship or a League One club. Some people have said Sunderland, some people have said Championship clubs. We'll see what comes off. Obviously, we've had some injury updates going into this game, which we'll talk more about later in the video. And then John Taylor comes out with his statement about his injury. He's probably going to be out until mid-March. And there's a bit of a damning statement about player welfare at the football club. And then Niall Mason comes out with a similar kind of event that questions player welfare. Gary McSheffrey comes out today and says, one of the statements actually, and I'm probably quoting one statement here out of the whole thing, but one of the statements was from McSheffrey speaking about this. Player welfare is now our number one priority, or as one of our number one priorities now. Sorry, but it should have been throughout. And McSheffrey's gone on about how, you know, player welfare was great when he was playing and things like that, and you know, it wasn't always 100% in 100% of his matches. He was somewhat. I think he said something like he was like 30% in most of his matches. So, you know, McSheffrey can't exactly criticise the club, can he? Because he's manager, but. Yeah, it's been a bit of a damning week for this football club, I'm not going to lie to you. And when you know, I was speaking about this with people, and, you know, 7 on-pitch vacancies in 6 weeks, you know, wholesale changes, you'd expect some of them. But at least a dozen vacancies off the pitch in just a few weeks. I mean, what's happened to Doncaster Rovers this week? What's actually happened to this football club this week? Because I haven't got any answers, and I don't know if you got any answers. But we go ahead, we plough on. We go on to our next match. Like I said, no signings going into this one again. There is still 25 days left of the window, so, you know, it's not all bad news. It's just a case of who we get in, that's the problem. So Fleetwood are 20th, so they are teetering inside nearly inside the relegation zone. A win could take them away from danger, especially if Morecambe and Wimbledon lose their games. And of course, the goal difference is greater than Wimbledon. Well, I believe the. Actually, let's have a look. So the goal difference, if Fleetwood get a couple of goals, if they get 3 goals at least, then, you know, Wimbledon will be sort of down there instead of Fleetwood. So Fleetwood could climb a couple of places with a win tomorrow. So they're going to want to be up for it. The Cud Army will want to go for it. They were one of the teams that we lost to. In the away game, in the last time we played them, we lost to them, and of course that was the beginning of our sort of downward spiral before Darren Mogg's exit last season. So obviously, you know, it wasn't an amazing time. Overall, I would say that this is a huge 6-pointer. I said after Morecambe we were pretty much relegated anyway. But if we lose this one, then we are down, aren't we? You know, even taking out the January window, you know, it's you don't really hold much confidence for the window either, because no real talk of signings, just outgoings. Dahlberg probably going back, Vilka going back, Chakir going back. Galbraith could be going back and getting loaned out again, because Man United's done it a couple of times already with Ethan Laird, for example, from Swansea to Bournemouth. So you know, they've done it with Ethan Lair, they've done it with someone else. Who's to say they're not going to do it with someone else? And it could be Galbraith. So, you know, Forloney's going back. No one rumoured or linked to be coming in at the moment. Everyone who has been linked has been priced out or ruled out. It's just, what's happened to this football club that I do love the football club. I still love it. I'll always love it. But what's happened to this football club? Like, in the space of a week, it just gets worse every week. It's, I don't have a lot of confidence going into this one, especially with what's happened off the pitch. But let's go into this predicted team. You can tell how depressed I am because I just can't be doing with it anymore. But let's go into this predicted team. I wish I had more energy about this, but can you blame me? Now, in terms of injury news, Bogle should be fine. Barlow should be fine. Gardner is hopefully short term. Roshaw Williams could be fit enough to start. I wouldn't if I were you. But there we go. So let's go into this team then. So I think we're going to go with the 4-3-3 kind of style that we went with last time. I've gone with Lewis Jones in goal. I've gone with the back four of Horton, Blythe, Alowu and Noyle. A three in the midfield of Ravenhill, Galbraith and Matthew Smith. Tommy Rowe on the left wing. I've gone with Tavonga Kulea on the right wing because I do not want to see Huula start this match. And I don't want to see anyone shoehorned in that position. So I'd like to give Kulea a chance. And I've gone with Joe to do up front because I think Omar Bogle won't be fit enough to start. I think he'll be alright for the bench, but for me, I just feel like he'll be sort of around that. I think Kulea should be given a chance. I think Huula's not really done enough for me to start the match. So why not give it to Tavonga Kulea? Let's let the youth have a chance to thrive. You know, even if we lose, let's have the youngsters a chance to thrive. Because if you put on the experienced players and once again they don't deliver, especially the ones that haven't been delivering for most of this season, then, you know, what's the point? What's the point? Why don't you give we're pretty much relegated anyway, so why don't we give the kids a chance? It's half the season to go, but we're pretty much relegated. Give the kids a chance. But there we go. So my scoreline prediction. I'm going to go with a 2-0 defeat to Fleetwood. I think Fleetwood will win 2-0. Like I said, our record against them isn't amazing, especially away from home. But of course, this is a home game. But I just don't bet on us to getting any victories anytime soon. I just think this will be another defeat, and then look at then after Fleetwood, look at the next games. So from the 8th, so from tomorrow, after tomorrow, so from the 15th of January, we're hosting Wigan. Then the 22nd, we're away at MK Dons. Then we're hosting Plymouth the 29th. Then into February, we're hosting Rotherham on the 1st, away at Sunderland on the 5th, hosting Ipswich on Tuesday. After that, away at Portsmouth on the Saturday after that, away at Lincoln the Tuesday after that, hosting Sheffield Wednesday the Saturday after that, Tuesday away at hosting Accrington Stanley, and Saturday the 26th of February away at Wimbledon. So take away the Wimbledon game. Accrington, Sheffield, Lincoln, Portsmouth, Ipswich, Sunderland, Rotherham, Plymouth, MK Dons, Wigan. 10 games, 9 out of those 10 are in the top 10 or 12. If you don't laugh, you'll cry. If you don't laugh, you'll cry, because we're going to get battered by each and every one of these teams. You can just feel it. You can just feel it. Yeah, I feel so sorry for Gary McShaffrey. He's been thrown into he's been absolutely thrown into the lion's den here. And if we don't back him in January, I'm done. I'm done with this season. We're going to League Two. We're gonna and to be fair, I think a site put up like a predicted League Two for next season, halfway through the season, based on the odds on teams staying up and going up, etc. So currently, according to the 92, I think it's the 92 Bible by Hub Football on Instagram. Currently, they're halfway through the season. The prediction for next season's League Two is Barrow, Bradford City, Bristol Rovers, Carlisle United, Chesterfield, Colchester United, Crawley Town, Crewe Alexandra, Donny, Exeter City, Gillingham, Harrogate, Hartlepool, Leyton Orient, Mansfield, Morecambe, Newport County, Rochdale, Salford, Stevenage, Stockport County, Salford, Sutton, Tranmere and Walsall. So they think us, Crewe, Morecambe and Gillingham are down, and they think Stockport County and Chesterfield are up. And there's no Forest Green, no Northampton, there's no... And what about the rest of them? Let's see if I can cross-reference which teams are missing. So, in terms of the teams that are missing then, there's no... no Swindon, no Forest Green, and no Northampton, and no Port Vale. So they believe that they are the teams we will not face. The rest of them we will face, apart from the ones getting relegated, which they think is Scunthorpe and Oldham, which was my relegation prediction going into this. So, comment down below, how many wins do you think we can get out of those teams next season? Oh God, League Two for the second time in 5 years. It's actually embarrassing. It's actually embarrassing for a club like Doncaster Rovers that have been fighting it in the Championship and League One for the last decade or so. It's actually embarrassing. But there we are, guys. Thank you very, very much for watching this video. Make sure you do like, comment, subscribe. If you do see me at the game, please say hi, and I'll see you in the next video soon. I'm Aaron Chandler, Rovers Tie Down. Thank you very much, and I'll see you all later. Come on, Rovers. If we're going down, go down with some pride. Rovers still a game! Rovers still